Hi Denzel. Salut. Welcome to today's lesson. In our previous lesson, we learned about colors in French. Obviously, from that lesson, you were able to see some basic colors in French and, of course, pronounce them very well. By the way, you did very well in that lesson, and, of course, you ended up scoring a total of 29 on 30, which earned you a position to play the game. Of course, an educative game still based on that lesson. In today's lesson, we're going to move to something else. And obviously, we hear about weather all the time. We hear about the different seasons in Europe and, of course, in the Americas. That's North and South Americas. Of course, they vary from region to region. But it doesn't change the fact that we have four regions, of course. We have four seasons in both Europe and most parts of America. So that's what we're going to learn today. Today's lesson is the seasons of the world. In French, we say les saisons. Can you please repeat? Les saisons. Again? Les saisons. Very good. So we're going to start, of course, by looking at how we talk of spring and summer. Obviously, there are activities which are done specifically during these two seasons. Let's have a look at some of those vocabulary words related, of course, to this. First, we'll go with the introduction. Of course, you're always very versed with this. Introduction says you will see the pictures for this topic. You will see the words. You will hear the words. Listen to the words. Say the words. Write down the words for each picture. So let's start with the tutorial right away.
Le printemps,
Please repeat after me. Le printemps. Le printemps. Very good. Next.
mars,
Mars. 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 So this means, of course, le printemps, we always have it in March. Right? Very good. Next.
avril,
Avril. 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 Good. So it means this season starts, of course, from March and extends right until April. So Avril is how we call April in English. Avril is in French and April in English. Okay? Good. Next.
mai,
May. 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 Very good. So May, of course, is the month of May. And definitely goes ahead to show us that this printemps extends right until the month of May, right? Very good. Next.
le calendrier,
Le calendrier. Le calendrier, of course, is how we call a calendar. Obviously, we always rely on a calendar to know about the different seasons, and of course, we know to know equally about some very important dates, like reopening of schools and more. So, calendar in French is le calendrier. Again, le calendrier. Very good. Next.
l'été,
L'été. L'été. Very good. L'été, of course, is summer. Talking about summer, very soon we'll be getting to summer, of course, in some countries. Summer is going to start basically from the 26th of this month. So summer in French is l'été. Again. Very good. Next.
juin,
Juin. Now we have the month of Juin. And of course, Juin happens to be the 6th month of the year. And Juin is June. Yes, you guessed right. Juin is June. So how do you say June again in French? Juin. Well done. Next.
juillet,
Juillet. Juillet. Again. Juillet. Good. So can you guess? Juillet is July. July. And of course, summer extends right until July, right? Very good. Next,
août,
août. Août. So what is août in English? You guess right. August, of course, is how we say août in French. Well done again. Next,
les vacances,
les vacances. Les vacances. You must have guessed right. Les vacances is holidays. I mean, during summer, everyone thinks of nothing but holidays. It's time to relax, of course, after all the seriousness for schools and work, right? Well done. So, that's exactly how we call holidays in French, or vacations, les vacances. Very good. So, these are the top 10 related vocabulary phrases or words on summer and spring. Summer and spring, of course, it's talk about the printemps and l'été, right? So those are the first two we're looking at. Okay? Good. So you must have guessed right again. We shall now get back to the very first flashcard as we always do for this lesson. And this time around, I will not pronounce. No, I will let you do the pronunciation for yourself. But I'm sure it will still be difficult for you to do that. So we're going to do one last pronunciation of these vocabulary words. At least I've already explained to you what each of them means in English. So we shall just do the pronunciation right away, starting, of course, from the very first flashcard. And once we get to the number 10th, I'll rewind back again to the first, and this time around, you will be the one to pronounce all by yourself, okay? Good. So let me take us back to the first one.
juin, été, le
mars.
printemps,
We're on the first, again, le printemps. Le printemps. Good.
mars,
Mars. Mars. Mars.
avril,
Avril. Avril. Avril.
mai,
Mai. Mai. Mai.
le calendrier,
Le calendrier. Le calendrier. Le calendrier.
l'été,
L'été. L'été. L'été.
juin,
Juin. Juin.
juillet,
Juillet. Juillet. And of course, we say juillet is July. That's right. Next.
août,
Août. 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 Very good. Août, of course, is August.
les vacances,
And finally, les vacances. Les vacances. Les vacances. Well done. So we know very well that the long vacations, of course, always are in summer. And from what we know, summer can vary from 2 to 3 months, depending, of course, in your region where you are. For most countries, summer lasts for 3 months. That's from June, July, and August, right? Exactly. So all the vocabulary words which you've seen, of course, in this flashcard are closely related to just le printemps and l'été. All right? Good. And of course, you did very well in the pronunciations. By the way, good job. In French, you say bravo, bien joué. Maintenant, nous allons retourner à la première page. Right now, we shall get back, of course, to the very first page of this flashcard and see how you pronounce nous allons maintenant essayer de voir comment est-ce que vous vous débrouillez en prononciation. Est-ce que vous êtes prêts? Are you ready? Allons-y, let's go. Take us back to
Août,
the
juin,
sentence.
le calendrier, avril, le printemps.
How do you pronounce this? Comment est-ce que nous prononçons ce mot? Le printemps. Well done. Good. Prochaine image. Next image.
Mars,
Mars. Excellent. Well done. Bravo à toi. Tu es un champion. You're a champion. Next.
avril,
Avril. Avril. Well done. This time around, we shall remove the sound from the audio and see how you get to pronounce the rest of the words, okay? All right. Okay, welcome back again. So we're proceeding with the next. And we say this is Avril. Well done. Next.
mai,
May. Excellent. Again. May. Very good. Very good. Next.
le calendrier,
Le calendrier. You got it right. Bien joué. Le calendrier is correct. Next.
l'été,
L'été. Bravo. Bravo. Très bien joué. Well done. L'été is how to pronounce it. Next.
juin,
Juin. Yeah, it was a little bit difficult for your pronunciation, but you got it right. Again, let's try it. Juin. Très bien. Encore. Juin. You did well. Next.
juillet,
Juillet. Very good. Again. Juillet. Perfect. And that is July. Next.
août,
Août. Well done. Again. Août. Perfect. Août, of course, is in English August. You've guessed right. Next.
les vacances,
Les vacances. Well pronounced. Again. Les vacances. That's good. And again, what did we say les vacances is in English? Yes, that is holidays or vacations. Well done. Clap for yourself. Bravo à toi. Tu es un champion. You've done so well, of course, for this first part of the lesson. And obviously, you earned the right to play the question game. That's we're going to do a little quiz now to see how good you are in this lesson. Remember, it's always important to exercise yourself after every lesson, and that's why after learning, we're sure that you know exactly what was done here. That's why we're going to use this short exercise. It's not difficult, by the way, to try to test your knowledge. Maintenant, nous allons essayer de nous exercer avec un petit quiz que nous allons utiliser pour tester ta compréhension de cette leçon. D'accord? Alors, allons-y. Let's get started, of course, with that quiz. First, we are on the yes or no questions. Instruction here is quite simple. Ici, nous sommes aux questions yes or no, ce qui veut dire oui ou non. You shall see these pictures one at a time. Vous allez voir des photos, chacun après l'autre. You will see and hear some words. Vous allez entendre des mots. If the words match the picture, click the tick. Otherwise, click the cross button. Let's get started, of course, with the first. J'espère que l'instruction a été comprise.
Is this a picture of
le printemps,
Is this a picture of le printemps? Ok. Ta réponse a été choisie. Mauvaise réponse. Voici Mars.
is this a picture of
le printemps,
Is this a picture of le printemps? Mauvaise réponse. La réponse était l'été, summer.
Is this a picture of
mai,
Is this a picture of May?
Is this
Bonne
a picture
réponse.
of
août,
May était bien sûr la bonne réponse. May was the right answer and that was May. Is this a picture of août? Mauvaise réponse. Of course, the answer here
Is
was
this a picture of
juillet,
not août. Because août we know is summer. And of course, the season we're seeing right there is spring. Next, is this a picture of juillet? That's July. Yes, July is the right answer.
Is this a picture of
avril,
Is this a picture of Avril? Avril falls, of course, on the fourth month, right? And that definitely means Avril is right. Bien joué.
Is this a picture of
le calendrier,
Is this a picture of le calendrier? You got it right. Calendrier, of course, is a calendar, and we saw that. And this is definitely a calendar, which shows the different seasons and, of course, some very important dates. Dans le calendrier est la bonne réponse. Bien joué.
Is this a picture of
avril,
Is this a picture of Avril? Okay. Not quite there. Remember, the pictures you see here are all talking about vacations, and we saw it stands for holidays. So how do you call holidays again in French? That's right, les vacances. Les vacances is supposed to be the right answer. So this is definitely not Avril, and so we're clicking on the cross. Ceci n'est pas l'image d'Avril, alors nous allons cliquer bien sûr sur la croix, qui signifie que la réponse est mauvaise. Alors nous sommes ici.
Is this a picture of
juin,
Is this a picture of June? Okay. June, of course, falls on the 6th month. And what do we have here? We have the 8th month. So, what does that mean? You got it right? Juin cannot be the answer here. This should be août. So, mauvaise réponse. Nous allons cliquer sur quoi? Sur la croix. We are going to click on the cross.
Is this a picture of
juin,
And the last one, is this a picture of Juin? Yes, of course. Juin is the 6th month of the year. Juin est le 6e mois de l'année. Et bien sûr, nous avons vu très bien que voilà le mois qui a été sélectionné dans cette image. That is, of course, the month which has been selected on the flashcard. So, which means we are on the right page. Juin is June. And we click what? We click on the tick. Nous allons cliquer bien sûr sur le tiret. Bien joué. Avec la première partie de l'exercice, nous avons terminé avec cette leçon. Vous pourrez toujours utiliser le lien au-dessus pour tester votre compréhension à propos de cette leçon. Nous avons 3 exercices en total sur cette leçon. Alors, pourquoi ne pas voir si vous avez absolument compris cette leçon en vous exerçant avec le lien qui est au-dessus? We have 3 exercises, of course, based on this lesson. And the link to these exercises are just right below there on the link. So please, do well to click on the description page to access the link and, of course, try to see if you completely understood the lesson. Why not? You're equally going to see your score. And at the end, you can screenshot your score and, of course, send on the comment box below to find out and show to the whole world how many you could score for this exercise. Obviously, you're equally going to have the opportunity to see others' comments. Alors, nous sommes arrivés au terme de cette leçon. On se dit à bientôt pour notre prochaine leçon. Dans notre prochaine leçon, nous allons continuer avec les 2 différentes saisons. C'est-à-dire, nous allons voir l'hiver et bien sûr l'automne. In our next lesson, we are going to look at the 2 other seasons, of course, which talk about autumn and winter. So, hope this lesson was well understood. J'espère que vous avez parfaitement compris cette leçon. On se dit à bientôt pour notre prochaine leçon. Au revoir pour l'instant. À bientôt. Au revoir.